Hey guys, Dirk here. Welcome back. As I was getting ready to film today, I had originally wanted to respond to a viewer request to show the carbon fiber Marauders, the set that I have from Medford Knife and Tool. And so I was getting a couple of other carbon fiber things out to just kind of compare, and it got a little out of hand, as you can see. So, Carbon Fiber Friday. What can I say? It is Thursday night. I filmed the videos at night for the next day. Tomorrow's Friday, so why don't we just call it a Carbon Fiber Friday video? And we'll talk a little bit about the Medford Marauder family, as well as different people's take on carbon fiber. So let me move a couple of these things out of the way really quick, and we'll start with going through the Marauder family, because that was my initial intent today. And I've done in-depth, detailed reviews of all the different Marauder sizes, okay? So right now we've got the dress Marauder in carbon fiber, a midi Marauder in carbon fiber, and a full thickness, full-size Marauder. I will link down below the Medford Marauder playlist, where I do a review of every size, including the Marauder H, the Slim Midi, all of them. Maybe not these specific ones, but a variant of all of the Marauder family will be in the link below, so you can see more details on the actual knives. So, but to kind of just compare the dress Marauder with the midi Marauder, and I'm going to line up the pivots, with the full-size Marauder, that gives you kind of an idea on the sizing. And what I thought was interesting is, I think I got them in the dress Marauder first, then the full-size, and then I found the midi from a good friend of mine in Germany. And what's interesting is the carbon fiber pattern is opposite on this particular one, the weave pattern. So on the weave pattern on the other two, it kind of goes from the bottom to the top in a right-handed, and the midi goes the opposite way. And yes, I know this is a Tonto, not a drop point, so it's not a complete matching set. Took me a couple of years to find all of those, and you get what you get. They did not make a ton of the carbon fiber versions. So they made some midis, or some Marauders. They made the infraction initially, and they made the stealths, the Praetorian stealths. I have those, and I've done a review on those too. And they did one or two full tie with a carbon fiber scale also. So anyway, we'll just flip these around so you can take a look. I have not done a video on this specific full size, but it's a very cool one. This one was it was built by Medford Knife and Tool, of course, but the person who built this particular one and final assembled it and put it together was Shane, who at some point after this left Medford and went and started Scorpion 6. And I've talked to him a number of times. I had one of his MechTig prototypes for a while, and we got to talking about that, as well as this, and a very, very cool Vulcan bladed one. Absolutely love this one. I would, at some point, like to get a drop point full size. There are a couple on eBay every so often, just because it would match with the set better. So that being said, they don't do carbon fiber stuff anymore because it's difficult to work with. There are voids and issues. And in this particular one, you can see in the finger grooves, there are a few voids, but the rest of the carbon looks really good. The reason why I brought out different ones, different makers' carbon fiber, was to kind of show the difference, because I don't love the gloss finish that Medford puts on their carbon fiber. I absolutely love, well, I love this knife. I think I've made that clear in the videos I've shown this on. But I love the matte finish of this. And if we look at like the Benchmade 940, again, very matte finish, still smooth to the touch. The ZT-0450, a little more glossy. It's kind of in the middle, I guess, between these, which is okay also. And you can feel a little bit of it. This is very smooth to the touch. This one, you can feel the weave pattern a little bit. And this is like glass. It's almost too slippery. Chris Reeve, very smooth, very shiny, a little bit too flashy for me. Direware, it's very smooth and you know, it's a very smooth finish, much like the Medfords, but not, it doesn't have that gloss look to it. And it is truly something that I don't love about the Medfords. I love the Medfords. Here's the Civivi Asticus. This is not a true carbon fiber. It's a G10 with a carbon fiber laminate, just kind of a sticker-ish on top. But again, it's shiny, but not super shiny. Big Knives is a little more shiny, but nothing is quite to the level of the Medfords. This one here is Eric Kramer. One-off Reaper. I love this one. It's got this wooden backspacer. Oh, it's very cool. And I picked this up from Eric directly at California Custom Shop. These ones, you know, the Medfords I just bought online. Most all of these I bought online. This one I bought from Red Horse as soon as they came out. And I don't know. Something gets me about this one every single time. Just the action, the force at which it deploys is fun. I mean, I like all of these knives. They all have their spot in my collection, but I wanted to really just kind of show the different variations of carbon fiber. And just because you're buying a carbon fiber knife doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be exactly like the last carbon fiber that you bought. Now this one, I've done a review on this one too. This is a G10 frame with a carbon fiber inlay that you cannot feel the transition between the G10 and the carbon fiber. And a beautiful herringbone Damascus blade. So everybody's familiar with the Chris Reeve Large Sebenza. I couldn't get a plain one. I do have a thing for carbon fiber. If you couldn't tell, I have a carbon fiber you know, pen to kind of go with my carbon fiber set. I just, you know, what can I say? I don't know. Something about carbon fiber really does it for me. I'm looking at some carbon fiber watches. And you know what? It's Carbon Fiber Friday, so that's what you get. But really the main focus initially was the Marauders, and it kind of got out of hand as I started bringing out a few examples to show. But I don't love the Medford carbon fiber. I love the fact that I have this 3 set. I don't know. I'm sure there's going to be somebody else that has a set like that. I don't know anybody that has a set like that. I'm not saying it's the only triple play in the world. I'm just saying that it's the only set that I know of, and I believe it's the only set that Greg and them know about in talking to them over the years. So if you have a set, please reach out. I would love to talk to you. If you've got any carbon fiber questions, please let me know. I love talking about it and having different things. And there are some other carbon fiber ones that I would like to acquire that I have seen recently. So anyway, kind of a quick video that drug on a little bit. Again, my preference is more this style or finish, if you will, of carbon fiber. The, super shiny on the Sebenza and the Medfords, not my thing exactly. Let's kind of compare this real quick. Again, you can see the Eric Kramer is still smooth and a little gloss. More of a semi-gloss, I guess you could call it. Because it's looking at the same studio light, and you can see how much more shiny the Medford one is. So, again, it's personal preference. I like some flashy stuff in my collection, but I also like more subdued and understated. I don't know. Looking at the table, can I call that understated? I don't know. What do you want me to say? So anyway, I hope this answers the viewer's question for the kind of the comparison of these three, because that was my initial goal. And I couldn't find the comment again to really make sure I put a shout out to him. But thank you, Mr. Viewer, for that comment and thing. So please let me know what you guys might want to see, because it's really helpful when people say, hey, we want to see a comparison of this, or can you talk about that? Because then it helps me bring content that is relevant to people. And that's really the goal, is to show you things that you're interested in watching. So I would greatly appreciate any ideas, comments, questions that you have down in the comments below. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a fantastic Carbon Fiber Friday, and we'll see you on the next one.